The following program is rated P for Pimp. Dante Nero is not a licensed therapist, counselor, or medical professional. He is, however, a former pimp, 7-time male exotic dancer of the year, comedian, writer, actor, fighter, emotional philanthropist, and revolutionary, who just happens to have some unique perspectives on male and female relationships and game. Be advised, this is the Beige Phillip Show.
And what we're trying to do is fix men so that they can fix the world. Because a bitch can't fix shit.
Right. This is going to be an advice, sort of an advice edition. And I have a friend of mine who needs your advice. This is hitting close to home now.
Yeah.
It hits close to everyone has a story.
Everybody gets got. I'm going to give you the background of the whole idea of the Beige Phillip Show. First of all, the original show was called the Black Phillip Show. This is an homage to Patrice O'Neal. He and I did the Black Phillip Show because we felt that there were guys out there in pain, in emotional pain, and sort of the emotional inquisition of women. They were putting us through this kind of men through pain, and we decided to help them to understand the feminine creature. Is that right when I say the feminine creature?
Species, creature.
Species,
sure, yeah.
whatever.
Whatever we can do to separate.
How about species?
What we do.
We'll use speech instead. So this is what happened. And what happened is about 4 years ago, Patrice and I did the show called The Black Phillip, and we just did it because we used to talk shit on the phone about women and our philosophy about women, and he had decided to take it on to radio, and then we stopped doing the show, and the Black Phillip Show actually became sort of a cult following. And I kept getting emails and Facebook messages from guys who wanted the show to come back. And 5 years later, when you do something 5 years later and people are still talking about it, I felt that there was a need for it. So Harry and I was on a road gig, and he's having some problems. He was having problems with his girl, and we were talking about it. And with my brilliant advice and wisdom, we were talking about bringing the show back. And so here we are, Harry.
This is it.
That's what this was all about. This was all about reaching the people who need it, and we're getting an awesome response from people who understand that they're saying, people are saying that the people are saying this is relevant. This is relevant to us
because it's real.
Yeah, exactly, and it comes from a truthful place, and that's what we talk about. Mara and Harry, we talk about living this Beige Phillip shit. Like, we're talking these principles, and what's really important to me is the truth in things. Like, I talk shit and we fuck around, but the reality is that I believe this. The social contract of things, the idea of a science to attraction is something that is real, and it exists, and it can be learned. And I don't want people to learn this and then be a fucking dickhead and bag up a bunch of bitches. I mean, if you do, you do. But that's not the point. The point is for you to be a better person, for your internal framing
to find your purpose.
Sure,
really,
sure.
At the end
And for your internal framing to be comfortable for you, so that when you look in the mirror, you're okay with what you see. I mean, that's the most important thing. I mean, there's things that I'd love to be better about myself, but I'm happy with the dude that I am. And the fact that and what's interesting about this is, and I want the listeners to hear this, that the fact that they're supporting me, the fact that they're listening to me, the fact that they're sending emails in and say, listen, I'm in pain and my relationship is, what do you think, makes me want to be a better dude. I want to be a better dude for the people that listen to me. I think I owe them that obligation. So I'm not a dude that I don't have that ability to have people who think I'm important and rely on me to not be reliable. I need to be reliable.